With anticipation for GTA 6 building, I am currently replaying GTA 5, and as an adult, the game just hits differently. The prologue instantly chucks you into the thick of it with a flashback that not only gives you some meaningful insight, but doubles as a simple tutorial that doesn't take away from the game in a distracting manner. Not even 5 minutes into the game, and Rockstar immediately puts an automatic rifle in your hand and has you scare the living piss and shit out of the employees at the establishment. All this adds to the immersion for us gamers, because after all, you're robbing the place. It all feels subtle, but I want you to think about how movies portray bank robberies and how the robbers always take charge as they point guns into the faces of frozen, helpless hostages. Put all of this together, and as a gamer, you're feeling the rush of an actual high stakes robbery. Next, you're brought to a portion of the mission where they ask you to detonate a charge from your phone, giving you, the player, a preview into what is actually waiting for you in later parts of this adventure. If you've played through the story before, then you understand just how much of a role the cell phone has for the core gameplay. But even if it's your first time playing, pulling up a digital keypad to trigger an explosion instantly multiplies the immersion of an already tense scene. Eventually, the crew bags up the cash and starts moving, but then Michael is suddenly taken hostage by a security guard, and honestly, that part felt a bit amateur on the crew's part, but who am I to talk? I'm just someone pretending to be a bank robber in a game. Rockstar takes this opportunity to show off one of the game's coolest features, the character wheel. Now, if you're playing this for the first time, you're thinking, oh shit, that transition was sick. You go from watching Michael being helplessly held hostage to zipping across to Trevor and being prompted to plant a round right in the security guard's skull. Let's fast forward to the shootout that happens outside. On the surface level, it feels like just another shootout, but the game is actually teaching you how to use the character wheel, as well as heightening the immersion, because both characters feel active in the fight. So if you're pinned down as Trevor, you can zip over to Michael and flank the police from a completely different position. The smooth transition between characters feels like a cinematic jump cut in an action movie. If you've ever seen the movie Heat, then you know exactly what kind of chaotic sink or swim energy Rockstar was going for here. One interesting thing that I noticed, because I played through the prologue twice, was when playing as Michael and running up to the car, it just cuts to a cutscene, and when playing as Trevor, I was prompted to enter the car before it went to that cutscene. It was tiny and subtle, but interesting nonetheless. Now, everyone is in the car and something interesting happens. The driver is shot in the head, and on the first playthrough, I was just like, so what? He got shot, it's GTA. But on this playthrough, I realized that he got shot for a purpose. He got shot so we as players can experience what driving feels like in the game, and not just driving, but driving at a high speed to stay with the current pace of everything that is happening. And yes, they could have just had us drive to begin with, but then they would risk the chance of losing all that adrenaline that was inserted from before. They don't want you to start up and pull out slowly. They want to toss you into a literal hot seat. During all this chaos, Trevor makes a small comment that hints towards the behavior of the in-game police when players gain wanted stars. When you take a deep look at GTA 5's prologue, it's not just an introductory level. It's a lovely piece of organic game design that even after all this time still holds up perfectly. Replaying just the prologue gives me a whole new appreciation for the way Rockstar is able to immerse players with a simple flashback doubling as a tutorial. I would recommend going back and experiencing it again just to see if you missed anything the first time around. Speaking of missing things, If there's anything that I missed, feel free to let me know down below. And if you want to keep breaking down the best moments in gaming while we all patiently count down the days until GTA 6 drops, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.